Rick and Morty is back, and we finally have a release date for the first 5 episodes of Season 4, November 10th. With the announcement, we also got a brand new trailer, so let's dive in and make some predictions on what to expect from the new season. The trailer begins with Rick and Morty flying to a mysterious alien planet and opening a shaft to an abandoned alien warehouse with statues. This scene shows up again a little later, with Rick and Morty walking through Indiana Jones-esque traps as they're protected by Rick's technology. In the next scene, we get Rick and an alien with its crystal on its head, who we find out is named Chachi, running away from aliens who look like Hydralisks from StarCraft. Notably in this scene, Morty tells Rick,
"Rick, we did it! We got it!"
But what did they get? Is this something in Morty's backpack? Cut to Morty climbing the side of a mountain as Rick watches on a hover chair eating a roast beef sandwich. If we look at the bag he drops, it's from Arby's, once again referencing Rick's affinity towards fast food, similar to the Szechuan sauce from McDonald's. Rick tells Morty,
"Look, you're the guy that wanted an epic adventure."
At the end of the trailer, Rick tells Morty,
"You know what? This one counts as one of your adventures."
and we see him stamp the adventure card. We've seen this card multiple times before.
But if my adventure's good, I get to be in charge of every 3rd adventure.
Every 10th.
Deal.
Notably, Morty uses it in Season 3, Episode 4 to have an adventure with the Vindicators, a spoof on the Avengers.
I, Morty Smith, invoke my right to choose 1 in every 10 Rick and Morty adventures. Read 'em and weep.
Damn it.
So it's possible that Morty climbing the cliff was part of an adventure he invoked. Something also worth pointing out is that when Rick tells Morty outside that this counts as one of your adventures, the card has red stamps on it. Meanwhile, his card actually getting stamped is a completely different scene and location with blue stamps. Next, we see Rick and Morty fighting some other enemies in an area with a giant geode. We learn that Morty at some point gets a dragon.
Are you gonna slay it?
First off, I always slay it, queen. Secondly, yes.
We see a number of Meeseeks seemingly destroying the city. This could be tied to a couple other scenes we see in the trailer. One being a scene where Rick and Morty are in Rick's spaceship with the Meeseeks and Gearhead. Morty is for some reason dressed as a fascist, and Meeseeks causes him to accidentally shoot Gearhead in the head. The other, when Rick is grapple hooking Morty and himself away from a building before it explodes. Summer and Beth are fighting with a golf club, broom, and trash can for some reason. Notably, this is at an airport with a shattered window, although the luggage guy doesn't seem to care at all. The VO tells us,
"We've got an Akira-type situation going down behind the mall."
This is most likely referencing Tetsuo turning into a giant flesh monster at the end of Akira. At this point, Morty is fighting with cool futuristic technology and has a gem on his head. Could this be what he got from the alien planet? There's a weird fungi-faced man melting. I'm not really sure what this is for. Rick gives Morty a salve for what looks like horrible burns that will cure it in 10 minutes. But after 12 minutes, he'll become something horrible, which we see at the end of the trailer.
Damn it, Morty, what did I tell you?
Morty and Jerry fall through a grate to a room with a bunch of robots. Given the tracksuit Jerry is wearing, this is definitely from the same episode referenced later in the trailer, where Morty is destroying a number of computers in front of an alien and Jerry. This is part of a scene we've already seen from San Diego Comic-Con earlier in the year that was shown at Comic-Con and released online via Adult Swim, where Morty and Jerry are trying to create an app. Rick phases through a security guard and spoofs on the Avengers.
Lab coat, rip off Doctor Strange.
We then cut to Rick, Summer, and Morty on the run and shooting at fantastical enemies. Summer is wearing an elf outfit, and Rick's gun turns the enemies into footballs and flowers. He references liking magic, so apparently there will be an episode where they go to some fantasy land. Perhaps this is how Morty gets his dragon. Poopy Butthole is back, and this time a professor at some university. He's teaching a class, but all of the students jump up to attack him. Notably, all of the students look like hipster stereotypes, so perhaps this plays into the type of class he's teaching. Rick and Morty are in Rick's spaceship again, with Morty complaining that he's dying. For some reason, there's a dead astronaut snake in the front of their ship with its helmet broken. I wonder how this will play into the episode. We see Rick smashed away by a rock monster. The item he's holding that breaks looks like a grappling hook of some sort, although it looks different to the one we saw him use to get away with Morty later in the trailer. And that wraps up everything we noticed. Is there anything we missed, and what in particular got you the most excited for Season 4? Let us know in the comments below, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.